Hare Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Gopi Jannavalabha Girivadidari. Gopi Jannavalabha Girivadidari. Soranandana Rajajana Ranjana. Soranandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yamunatira Vanachari. Yamunatira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Gopi Jannavalabha Girivadidari. Gopi Jannavalabha Girivadidari. Soranandana Radhajana Ranjana. Soranandana Radhajana Ranjana. Yamunatira Vanachari. Yamunatira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jai Gopi Jannavalabha Girivadidari. Jai Gopi Jannavalabha Girivadidari. Yashodanandana Vrajachana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajachana Ranjana. Yamunatira Vanachari. Yamunatira Vanachari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Hey Jaya Gaur Hariba, 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 Gaur Hariba. Go Premanande. Hare Krishna. Ham Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ham Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ham Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayam Namakrishya Naram Cheva Narotamam Devim Sarvatim Vyasam Tatto Jayamudirayet Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavatasevaya Bhagavati Uttamastoke Bhakti Bhavati Nastiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 7. What Prahlad learned in the womb. Text 47. Karmani Harabate Dehi Dehena Atma Anuvartina Karma Bihi Tanute Deham Ubhayam Tu Avivekataha Karmani Harabate Dehi Dhyanutatmanu Vartina Karma Bisthanute Deham Ubhayam Tvam Avikvikta Karmani Harabate Dehi Dehenatmanu Vartina Karma Bisthanute Deham Vayam Tvavivikataha Karmani Harabate Dehi Dehenatmanu Vartina karma bisthanute deham ubayam tvam avivekataha. Matajis, thank you. Children, want to try? This boy, you try? Very good. So Prahlad, what Prahlad learned in the womb, so you also will learn from the womb. So yeah, karmani, material fruitive activities. Harbate begins. Dehi, a living entity who has accepted a particular type of body. Dehena, with that body. Atma anuvartina, which is received according to his desire and past activities. Karma bihi, by such material activities. Tanute, he expands. Deham, another body. Ubayam, both of them. Two, indeed. Avivet kataha, due to ignorance. Translation and purpose by His Divine Grace. Bhakti Charudesna Swami Maharaj ki. Translation. The living entity who has received his present body because of his past fruitive activity may hand the result of his action in this life. But this does not mean that he is liberated from the bondage of material bodies. The living entity receives one type of body, and by performing action with that body, it creates another. Thus, it transmigrates from one body to another through repeated birth and death because of his gross ignorance. Purport. The living entity's evolution through different types of bodies is conducted automatically by the laws of nature in bodies other than those of human beings. In other words, by the laws of nature, prakrite kriyamanani, the living entity evolved from lower grades of life to the human form. Because of this, because of his developed consciousness, however, the human being must understand the constitutional position of the living entity and understand why he must accept a material body. This chance is given to him by nature, but if he nonetheless acts like animal, what is the benefits of his human life? In this life, one must select the goal of life and act accordingly. Having received instruction from this spiritual master and the sastra, one must be sufficiently intelligent. In the human form of life, one should not remain foolish and ignorant, but must inquire about his constitutional position. This is called Tato Brahma Jigyasa. The human psychology gives rise to many questions, which various philosophers have considered and answered with various types of philosophy based on mental concoction. This is not the way of liberation. The Vedic instruction says that vijanatam sagurum evabhikachit. To solve the problem of life, one must accept a spiritual master. Tasmad gurum papa jeta jijasu shriya uttamam. If one is actually serious in inquiring about the solution of material existence, one must approach a bona fide guru. Tadviri paripatena pariprastina sevaya upadesikchantite janam janinas tattva darshina. Just try to learn the truth by approaching his spiritual master, inquiring from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. Bhagavad Gita 4:34. One must approach a bona fide spiritual master by surrendering himself, pranipatena, and rendering service. An intelligent person must inquire from the spiritual master about the goal of life. A bona fide spiritual master can answer all such questions because he has seen the real truth. Even in ordinary activities, we first consider gain and loss, and then we act. Similarly, an intelligent person must consider the entire process of material existence and then act intelligently, following the direction of the bona fide spiritual master. Om Jnana 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 Shalakaya Takshu Meditam Vinata Smai Shigurami Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Safitam Jinabhutale Ayam Rupa Kada Ayam Dadadi Sampanadikam Vandiham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vashavavashavam Cha Sri Rupam Sarganatam Raganatam Tagunatam Tam Sajivam Sabarutam Paritam Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padaha Saha Garalarita Sri Vitakam Vitam Tam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapchakana Gourangi Rade Brisavana Suare Brisavana Sute Devi Pranamame Hare Priye Panchakalpatarun Vyascha Kripa Sanum Vyahevacha Patitanam Pavinabhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Namahom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane Namaste Sarvasite Gauravani Pracharine Nirvese Sasunyavadi Patsachari Sarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivadari Go Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Mukam Kaloti Vachalam Pangam Lagate Girim Yat Kripatan Vande Shigurum Dinataranam Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 7, what Prahlad learned in the womb. Text 47. The living entity who has received his present body because of his past fruitive activity may hand the result of his action in this life. But this does not mean that he is liberated from the bondage to material bodies. The living entity receives one type of body and by performing action with that body, it creates another. Thus, it transmigrates from one body to another through repeated births and deaths because of his gross ignorance. So, Hare Krishna to everyone. My obeisances to His Divine Grace, Bhai Charavinam Shri Prabhupada. Obeisances to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Swami Maharaj. My obeisances to all the senior devotees, Vaishnavas, Prabhujis here, Matajis, children. Hare Krishna. So, this text, what Prahlad learned in the womb of his mother. There is a common saying that we don't keep on doing the same thing and expect a different result. That is a common saying. We don't keep on doing the same thing and expecting different results. It's there. So we cannot perform the same actions every day, and expect different results. So this text is saying that we get this material body for sense gratification, and from our action we are preparing to get another material body. We cannot understand that we are not this body. You see, the ahankara is so deeply in our brain that we take everything as real. My body, my family, my country, my this, my that. So we believe this is the trick of Maya. Ahankara makes you to think what you are not. So it's a big disease actually. So the first step in spiritual activities or spiritual life is to not just to know that I'm not the body. To know I'm not the body is one thing, but to act on that truth is another thing also. So if you're not the body, so what next? Yes, you are not the body. So who are you? You are the soul? Okay, then. What is the need? What is the need of the soul? What is soul supposed to do? You have to know that. Yeah. So many points are here in this verse. It says that we transmigrate from different bodies before you get to human form. So human form is a very special form. It's an opportunity for us to get out from the samsara, the cycle of births, repeated birth, deaths, janma, vyadi, jara, and mrityu, repeated samsara. So when you get the human form, means you are sufficiently intelligent to get out from the prison. This material word is prakriti. That's so called Durga. Durga means very difficult to get out. We have different type of prisons. He said from Srimad Bhagavatam, this material universe is covered with different elements. Water, fire, earth, ether. Each element is 10 times thicker than the previous one. It is in the form like an egg. So we have to go through all these different layers before we get out from this material world. So when we get Shri Gonta Kidai, Shri Radhapata Satsi Kidai, Shri Sitaram Lakshmanam Kidai. So when we get this human form, mean we have gone through different type of bodies. It is said that 3 type of bodies, cow, monkey, and lion. From those 3 bodies, we automatically get a human form. Mean from a dog body, you cannot directly have access to human form. But when you go through we have 8,400,000 species. So when you go through these different species, and we come to the human form, I mean, just arrive from cow, monkey, or lion. These 3 animals, they represent the 3 gunas, mode of gunas: passion, ignorance, and goodness. Lion is ignorance. Lion likes to kill for no reason. This is his dharma, to kill. Monkey is passionate. Monkey is the business in the forest, to move from one branch to another branch, to steal fruits, to have girlfriends, change different girlfriends. Monkeys are not responsible. Just steal, do all kind of havoc. You go see them in Vrindavan. And a cow, cow is in goodness. Cow is a mother, Gomata. Cow gives us milk. From milk you get ghee, you get butter, you get kheer, different things. Cow is good. So that's why we are different type of human beings. Some are naturally religious or spiritual. Some are very passionate. Some are sleeping in deep ignorance. But when we come to this level of having a human form, this question is there. Tato Brahma Jigyasa. Then we should ask ourselves some essential questions, some vital questions. Not ask question about where should I get food to eat, how do I get my degree, how do I get a wife, a husband, no. This is needs related to the body. But when we come to the human form, of course, we cannot stop doing those things. We need to eat. Four things, activities: eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. Those activities, they also exist in the animal kingdom. Means, if human beings only do that, means, what is the difference between human being and animals? The difference is we do our own with different style. That's all. Otherwise, the dogs, they sleep on the streets, under the cars. If you get a cat, your own house. The cats will come and sleep in your bed. The cats come and sleep on your phone. They don't know the price of anything, but they can enjoy your facilities. Animals also, the mates, they have children, they produce, they defend. Now we have this war going on. They are using different weapons. But animals, they have the nails and the teeth to protect themselves. So there is not much difference. So human beings should not just stop on these 4 activities. So there is another 5th activities that human beings should do. What is that? Yeah. Spiritual activities, not just spiritual activities. This is another trip also, another thing. People always say in the name of spiritual activities, they subtly again go back to do these 4 things. You have seen big acharyas, big gurus in this world. No need to mention names. There are many crowds. What do they teach? They follow us to have better facilities. They promise moon and heaven. But the truth is that we have to get out from this material world. That's why when Srila Prabhupada went to America, he did not compromise. Before Srila Prabhupada arrived in America, he met other, spiritual teachers there already. We're already having a different version of Bhagavad Gita already there in the West, in America. That's why he wrote his own Bhagavad Gita, his translation, Bhagavad Gita, as it is, as it's supposed to be. Not Bhagavad Gita as we want it. Not Bhagavad Gita as the modern people want it. Because people want to do spiritual activities in their own way. Yeah. But spiritual life means tapasya. We have to stop material activities and start spiritual activities. Both cannot go together. Like oil and water, they cannot mix. If you put oil and water, oil will be on top. They cannot mix. So material activities and spiritual activities, they can never match. So we have to stop one. Then people will be afraid. Oh, should I stop going to work? Should I stop my job? Should I leave my... No. We are not asking you to do that. Use those things, for the pleasure of Krishna. So, Tattva Brahma Jidyasa, we need to ask ourselves some essential questions. Then in this process, we need to accept a bona fide spiritual master. This one also has become a fashion. Anybody can have a very cheap spiritual master everywhere. But we don't go to the guru to ask for sweets, for biscuits, for material comfort. Remember, I mentioned that we are in prison. So in the prison, there are 3 different types of prisoners. Yeah. One prisoner is trying to escape. Not to comply with the rule of the prison, but he wants to escape. He's making some plan to, when the security is distracted, he wants to make some plan to escape without following the rules from the prison. They are Jnanis and Mayavadis, and they speculate a lot. They know what this material, what is real. There are some sufferings there. But instead of applying from the scriptures, from the Vedas, they don't want to do that. They want to, use them. They do some mental gymnastics. They one little story. The frog, female frog, grenouille. French says grenouille. So she was going somewhere and with the small frogs So they saw grape. Frogs they like grape. So the children, the small frogs, they say, "Oh, mommy, this is grapes. One grape. Oh, grape." Frogs, they are very lazy now. They cannot jump. She tried. Wow. She tried one time, second time, third time. She cannot get the grape. And the children, they still crying. "Hey, mommy, this is grape, one grape." Have you experienced that? Especially the mothers. If you go to somewhere and there's ice cream passing, but the children, they see ice cream. Wow. They want it, or chocolate. So the small frogs, they were crying that they want grape. The mother, she knows very well she cannot get grape. She knows. Because she had tried many times, she cannot get the grape. You know what he did? She said, "Oh, children, please, anyway, grape is not sweet. Grape is sour." That is the conclusion. Why? To deceive the children. To discourage them from looking for grape. So this is the reality. The Mayavadis, the Jnanis, the speculators, they know they cannot cooperate with this material energy, so they want to do some mental gymnastic and to escape. Those people in prison, they want to escape from the prison. But if you escape from a prison and the police notice, if they catch you, wow, they will double and triple your. Then another type of prisoners, there are those, who they're stupid. They want to make the prison very, very, very comfortable. They will put AC in the prison. They put carpets. They make arrangement for Jews, for many things. They have TV. They have, yes, but what you are doing, all these things, you are in prison. Srila Prabhupada gave the example of a chain, golden chain for a prisoner, silver chain for a prisoner, iron chain for a prisoner. Chain is chain, prison is prison. So you may make your prison very comfortable, but you are still in prison. You are not free of movement. Now the third type of prisoners, those who are intelligent, they know, okay, I have 5 years imprisonment. Okay. So they live nicely, they are complied with the rules of the prison, and when it's time for them to leave, they think the contract, they get out. Or if the security, they notice that, oh, this prisoner is very good. We have seen some prisoners, when they get to prison, they become priests. They learn skill, they learn how to do mechanic, they learn many things. So if the prison security, they notice that, yes, this prisoner is improving, his consciousness is good, is regretting what he did. Then instead of 5 years, after 2 years, go. So this is what Prabhupada is saying here. The living entity's evolution through different type of bodies is conducted automatically by the law in bodies, other than those of human beings. In other words, by the laws of nature, the living entity evolved from lower grades of life to human form. Because of its developed consciousness, however, the human being must understand his constitutional position of the living entity and understand why he must accept the body. So, as human being, we must, Papa said, we must be different from the other type of animals. So yes, this is the process. Because now, people have become so, there's one word is called kripana. Kripana literally means miser. Generally, when someone is miser, means that person have money, he has properties, but he don't like to share with anybody. This is Maisa. But Kripana is even more serious. A Kripana is he doesn't like good thing for himself. Say, Kripana. There's one song there with the Bajahuremana. This song there, Kripana Durajana. Kripana. Kripana means those who are very poor in consciousness. They are so poor. There is one when I was in the material world, not the devotee before, one reggae singer in India, maybe no, don't know him. It's called Bob Marley. He said, some people are so poor that the only thing they have is money. Very, very poor. The only thing they have is money. Means there is another thing more than money. So a Kripana is someone who does not know his constitutional position. He just satisfied with living like a frog, like a dog, like a cow. He does not know. So he's Kripana. Kripana is doing bad to himself. He's not ready to get out from the prison. So, coming to the point of accepting Spirit Master, nowadays it's common. It has become a fashion to accept a guru. But the text is here. Tad vidi panipratana pariprasna sevaya uparisakti te janam. So we must approach a bona fide Spirit Master and learn from him submissively and render service to him and ask him questions. But the question we are going to ask the Guru, because the Guru is representing Krishna. The Guru is seeing Goloka Vrindavan. There's nothing material. Another small story I tell you. One day, a swan is a beautiful animal. The swan likes beautiful lakes with lotus flowers. There's another bird similar to swan. It looks like swan, but it's not swan. We see it in the world here. So one day, he flew and go and sit close to the swan. And they were, watching each other. So the other birds say, hey, look like you're my brother. So, yes, but we look like, but I'm not like you. I'm swan. Swan. Where do you come from? Oh, me. I come from, from Goloka, Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha, Goloka. What is that? Can you explain to me? What is that? What do you mean by Vaikuntha, Goloka? Yes. In Goloka, we have Kalpavrikshas, we have Surabis, we have Chintamani, we have Gopis, beautiful things. So the other bird was listening. Gopa, Gopi, Surabi, Kalpavriksha, Chintamani, what is this? He was not understanding anything. So he asked this one, do you have a snail in Goloka? Because this bird, they like these insects, So he asked, do you have this kind of insects in your Goloka Vrindavan? The swan said, no way. So he said, no. So then, I'm not interested in Vaikuntha and Goloka. See, we want to enjoy this material world. At the same time, we want to go to Goloka Vrindavan. It's not possible. You must stop the desire for mundane things before we prepare to go to Goloka Vrindavan. So when we approach the Spiritual Master, we should approach the Guru as a blank paper. Blank paper. Give a pen to the Guru. Then the Guru also writes our story. Yes. 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. Not that we already have our story, on the paper and go give to the Guru. Why the Guru is going to write? Our life is already full with so many stories. Why? There's not even space to even write one word. Guru sees me. Yes. The Guru knows very well that you are not ready. So that's why the Srila Bhakti he rejected many disciples like that. So one approached Srila Bhakti Sarvasi Thakur Maharaj, Prabhupada. He said, yes, I want to become your disciple. There was a song of a king. He came with golden rings, golden jewels, beautiful dresses. They say, okay, you remove these rings, jewels, and everything, and come and take surrender to me. He said, okay, all right, okay. Tomorrow I'll come back. He came, he went, and never came back because he's not ready to renounce those artificial things. But in the case of Srila Bhaktivinoda Sarvasi Thakur, it was tested many times by Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He didn't want to accept him, but he was most qualified. But Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj wanted to test his sincerity and determination. So at the point, Srila Bhaktivinoda wanted to commit suicide because he said his father told him, if you don't take Diksha from this Maharaj, don't come back here. Don't come back home. So, the last time he went to approach the Guru Maharaj, said, no, I cannot give you. You are very intelligent, university, aristocrat family. Me, I'm just a poor man. I cannot give you Diksha. So he was about to commit suicide. So means, to accept the Guru means, because the Guru has already seen the truth. Don't come to argue. Someone is directing, like tomorrow, I'm making some plan to travel to Jaipur and other places. I don't know, I've never been there. So I need assistance for someone who knows that. So we are making some arrangement, how to go, how to visit and come back. Then the only places to visit and come back. So we want to go back to Goloka Vrindavan, but we must approach someone who knows the way. So this is the Guru, the bona fide spiritual master. We need to approach the bona fide spiritual master. So the business of the Guru is to allow the disciple to get out from this prison, not to give a better situation for his students. No. That we have to understand this. So from some people, they are already prepared, just like Prahlad Maharaj. For him, in his case, he was learned already from the womb of his mother. So I'll give you another analogy. So we are like spiritual sparks. In the fire, when a spark come out from the big fire, there are three situations. The spark can fall on the mud. Mud is wet. So as soon as the spark fall on the mud, quench, finish. The spark can fall on the wet grass. So fire may seem to happen, but only smoke will find. But the spark may fall on dry grass. So when the spark fall on dry grass, then become fire. So we have to understand, where are you? In the mud, on the wet grass, or in the dry grass? Because if you are practicing devotion service, and our situation is like we are in the mud, Now we can progress. Or if you are like a spark in a wet grass, we may have some little advancement and again come back, some little investment and come back. We're gonna be happy in our Krishna consciousness. Because the fire cannot come out, only smoke. So our devotion service is smoky sometimes. Clear. Sometimes we like to do japa, sometimes we don't like. Sometimes we like to wake up early, sometimes no. Sometimes we like pressure, sometimes no. No, our devotion service is not fixed, it's not moving forward. Because we are in a situation where we're not ready. We are not taking full advantage of the spiritual master. But when our situation is like a spark in the wet grass, then we see big flame. That's why we call Sadhu Sangha. We are like sparks of light, very little. Where our faith is called Lolika Shraddha, very, very little. So we do Sadhu Sangha. We say Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha. We need to associate with the sadhus. The sadhus, they will tell us, avoid this, do this, do that. Then our small Shraddha gradually become big and big and big and big and big. Yeah. So this is the verse of today. Prakriti Kramanani. So we are in this material world and we are bound by the laws of this material world. We cannot escape. Remember, Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita 7:14, Devi yesa gunamahi mama maya durataya. No joke. This Devi, he yesa gunamahi. This gunamahi, this material world is Devi, is divine. Devi yesa gunamahi mama maya. He says, this is my energy. It's my energy. Devi Sagunamahi Mamamaya Durataya. And you see, Durataya. Durataya means very difficult, practically impossible to get out. Our own strength. Someone is drawing. How can you stop yourself? You are drawing. You need a master swimmer. Yeah. So we are swimming. And even if you are a master swimmer, you cannot cross the Atlantic Ocean. It's very big. You get tired. So you need a helicopter, or you need a bird, or you need someone to take you out from the water. Even though you are a master swimmer. So we are drawing in this material ocean of miseries. So we need a master swimmer, or we need the mercy of Krishna. There is one picture like that in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna came with Garuda to save someone who was drawing the material world. Yeah. So this is the message for today. We living entities. We fall in this material world, and we are passing through different bodies. But when we come to the human form, it is a chance for us to exit. Because if you don't do that, then again, we can lose this human form and again become, we know the story, Bharat became a deer. If Bharat was almost at the level of Baba, but he became a deer. So we can lose this human form and again become an animal. That would be that's very bad. So from this human form, we must make sure we go back, got it, this lifetime. Understand? So this is why Srila Prabhupada created ISKCON temples. ISKCON temples is not for enjoyment, it's not for tourism or take pictures. It is something serious. No, generally in the modern world, this mobile phone, we use it for ourselves. This is called Selfie. It's selfish. We are selfish. But we should, because if you take time, the throughout the day, you just take your own picture, look at your own face. What rasta are you going to get from that? Your own picture, your own. No, but when you come and look at the deities, wow, there's some rasa. Sri Sri Radha Parthasasti, Sri Sri Siddharam Lakshman Hanuman, Sri Sri Gontai, Sri Prabhupada, Sri Sri Lakshmi Narasingha. Then, yes, you get something tangible for the soul. But we are not doing that. That's why many temples they put no photography. People they take picture with Krishna. Oh, tell a friend, oh, I was with Krishna. True? In the picture, you are with Krishna, but in reality, we are with Maya. Hare Krishna. Any question? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanvar Pram. Maharaj, I want clarity on the three types of prisoners. Three types of prisoners. I want clarity on that.
You want clarity? Okay. These are prisoners. You know, when you are in prison, we have some security. If you have 5 years, you must spend 5 years in prison before you get out. Yeah. So, one type of prisoners, they don't want to cooperate with the security. They're looking for, when they sleep, they're making some plan how to break the door, how to break the window, how to poison the security to go out without spending the 5 years. So these are called like Jainis. Jainis, they don't want to accept the reality of material world. They want to escape by speculation. Sometimes even they say they are God. The point is that we have to serve God to get blessing and get out. But they don't want to serve God. They say they become God themselves. Because if they are God, then the solution is already there. So this one, they try to escape from the prison. But to escape is not good. Because if you try to escape and they catch you, your problem will be more. Then another type of prisoners are those who want comfort. They're in prison, they don't think of getting out. They want to make more facilities. They put AC, they put fan, they put carpets, they put nice phone, nice, beautiful things. TV, but why do that still in prison? The third one, there are those like devotees. They know, okay, I have 5 years imprisonment, so let me cooperate with the security. I know I did something wrong. Let me cooperate. Then when it's time for me, after 5 years, I go out. Or they behave in such a way that the security notice them. Oh, this prisoner is approving. Is regretting what he did. Because your behavior is not very good. So they say, okay, this one, instead of 5 years, after 2 years, allow him to go out. This is what we are doing in ISKCON. Every human beings, according to Lord Brahma, have 100 years to spend. Nowadays, we don't even reach 100. So, but after some period of time, if your bhakti is very serious by the mercy of a guru, of pure devotee, of an acharya, instead of spending that much time, you can go before time. That's mercy. Yeah? Hare Krishna. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah, the dry grass, I said that a spark, when the spark fall on the mud, finish, because the mud is wet. When the spark fall on the wet grass, you can maybe some little fire, but finish, and only smoke. But when the spark fall on the dry grass, mean big fire. So Prabhuji is asking, how can we become dry grass? Simple. We have to seriously engage ourselves in sadhana. Alright? Doing japa and avoid offenses. Yes. By doing that, following the instruction of the spiritual master, by following the process, we have Shirada, we have what do you call it? Sadhusanga, Bhajana Kriya, Anataniviti, Nishta, Asakti, and Bhava and Prema, no? So we have to follow the process. We have 9 processes that are there. Hearing, Kirtan, Smaranam, Kirtan, like that. And yes, 9 processes. By doing that every day, in the association of devotees, then they can become dry grass and become big flame. What is your question?
Maharaj, thank you very much for the beautiful Krishna Katha. Maharaj, I wanted to ask that it was mentioned in the translation that in the human form of life, we do activities and create our next body.
Yeah.
But we know that total there are 4 lakh human species, and out of them there are some human species which are living in the forest. Like there are some Adivasis, they don't have that intelligence, that they don't have that access to the scriptures. So is it applicable on those human forms as well?
No. Okay, having a human form, as I'm saying, is not automatic. That because you have a human form, and automatically you have to go out to it. You need to perform. That's why we say you have to be sufficiently intelligent, not to waste this human form. What to do is to approach the spiritual master. In the 4, according to the Vedas, among the 4,000 species of human, 200,000 are uncivilized, and 2,000 are civilized. Even we have some degrees also, and those who are civilized. Those who are civilized, they don't live in the bush. They live in cities, but still they don't practice devotional service. It means they are not yet ready. Only when you start performing devotional service, then that's why we do Harinam, that's why we do book distribution, that's why we do outreach programs for those outside there. Because if you say, in our comfort zone, we may get salvation, but what about others? That's why we are doing Harinam, we are doing book distribution, public programs for them. Even for dogs, for animals, for trees also. Yes, they don't want, but we give them the facilities by taking prasad. Then gradually, yes, they will start developing. And next lives they can become devotees. And devotees also performing Ekadashi. It says a pure devotee, become a pure devotee, you can liberate 30 generations from your past family, 30 generation past, and 30 generation previous one. When you become pure devotee. Then one Ekadashi, it said that Mokshada, if you do that Ekadashi, you can liberate 10 generations from your father side and 10 generations from your mother side. It does not mean that because you did that Ekadashi, automatically your mother from the bush somewhere, you become pure devotees. She will take birth and become a devotee and follow the process. Wow.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Oh yes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Question? Haribo. Thank you very much. That's right. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Good.